Mission Impossible Fallout is now the sixth entry in the long running Mission Impossible franchise. This is once again directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who once again produces and also writes the script for this movie. This film stars, of course, Tom Cruise, Rebecca Ferguson, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Alec Baldwin, and Michelle Monaghan returning from previous films, as well as Sean Harris. But this time, we have Henry Cavill, Vanessa Kirby, and Angela Bassett join the show. So let's talk about the plot of this movie. So Ethan Hunt and the IMF team joins forces with CIA assassin August Walker to prevent a disaster of epic proportions. Arms dealer John Lark and a group of terrorists known as the Apostles plan to use these three plutonium cores for a simultaneous nuclear attack on the Vatican, Jerusalem, and Mecca, Saudi Arabia. When the weapons goes missing, Ethan and his crew find themselves in a desperate race against time to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands, but they also have to deal with Henry Cavill's character and as well as John Lark. Pretty much. This movie, everything you've heard about this movie, it is true. It is true. The direction of this movie is so amazing. Christopher McQuarrie, this guy knows how to direct a movie. This is the sixth collaboration between him and Tom Cruise, and every time they collaborate, you know you're in for something good. I'm telling you. Jack Reacher Never Go Back. No, I think he didn't do Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Jack Reacher, he wrote Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible, co-writing scripts for Valkyrie and The Mummy 2017, Edge of Tomorrow. Man, y'all, everything they are putting in work, man. This movie's no exception. The action is well shot in this movie. The action is amazing. The action is fantastic. You can't go wrong with the action. All of the action is awesome. And the stunts that Tom Cruise does in this movie, this guy is a freaking daredevil. I'm telling you, Tom Cruise, every single stunt, from the hacking stunt to to climbing on top of a mountain in Mission Impossible 2, to that crazy explosion stunt in Mission Impossible 3, to him climbing on top of the Burj Khalifa, in my favorite one in this series so far, to hanging on top of a plane. This guy, he may get hurt doing the job, but he knows how to do these awesome badass stunts that even I or anyone else could never do. Because face it, I am not going to climb that very tall building, because one, I'm afraid of heights, and I'm afraid nobody will be there to make sure I'm safe. And two is because if I am to do my own stunts in my own movies, I want to make sure I get a very own stunt double and play it out first before I even decide to do it. Pretty much. The way this movie is shot by Rob Hardy, the way this movie's edited, this movie's 2 hours and 28 minutes. It goes by quick. It doesn't feel boring. It doesn't feel lame. The music in this movie is great by Lauren Balfe. He takes over for the original composer, Joe Kramer. But it has that whole action-packed awesomeness with the heaviness and the moody stuff. And it also has a little bit of Christopher Nolan's like music. Speaking of Nolan, this movie is pretty much the Dark Knight of the Mission Impossible series. You do have the daughter of Max from the first film in here. I won't say where she appears. I'm going to save that for the movie. Now, I know Jeremy Renner couldn't come back for this because of Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, and he was also doing another movie called Tag. But I was okay with him not returning. I know when you have other movies on your belt, it's going to be not going to be easy to be able to participate in both films. So you have to choose one over the other, pretty much. Tom Cruise, once again, is great as Ethan Hunt. I got nothing bad to say about Tom Cruise. The rest of the acting is great here. Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg are awesome in this movie. Simon Pegg is funny as Benji. Ving Rhames always brings it as Luther. Sean Harris from Rogue Nation is great. It's great to see Michelle Monaghan back after so long. After Mission Impossible 3. Alec Baldwin is great in here. Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett, you are putting in work this year. Black Panther, and now this movie, and now the new season of American Horror Story, I think. Which I don't watch American Horror Story, but wow, you are putting in work, Angela Bassett. But we have to talk about Henry Cavill as August Walker. Oh my God, this guy is great. This guy is great. Woo! I can't tell you how great, how awesome, how great he is in. He's fantastic as the villain. He is amazing. I can't believe it. He's really great. No, I've always liked Cavill as an actor. I like him as Superman. I like him in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And I like him in this movie. He has the mustache, is not CGI'd. Although I will give Paramount blame because you didn't let him. You could have at least let him trim the mustache for the Justice League reshoots, but it's your fault. You didn't want to put up the money for it. But where am I getting at? And yeah, he had a personality to him. He has some humor here. I really liked this performance. I thought he was really good. I love the backstory to Ethan Hunt's personal life here. But again, to Henry Cavill, let me just say it. This guy, he will kick your ass in this movie as the villain. He is great. He will kick your ass. So Surveyor 2005-91, he's a big fan of Henry Cavill's Superman. Don't get on this guy's bad side because you're not gonna like it. But anyways, like I said, he's great. He has charisma. He has personality. He has a sense of charm to him as a villain. Because somebody else other than Zack Snyder, of course, is directing him. Now, I'm not going to get into any spoilers, but everything in this one is really good. And I have to say, I really enjoy the final fight between Cruise and Cavill. Those two just, whoo, battling it out against each other, throwing hands at each other, like, what? I was like, Rebecca Ferguson is still hot. She's still great. She's still badass in here. And I like her again in this movie. I have no more to say about Mission Impossible Fallout. You didn't top Rogue Nation or Ghost Protocol, but you got pretty darn close. I have no complaints with this movie whatsoever. This is easily one of my favorites of the year so far. This is now my new second favorite film in the Mission Impossible franchise. I will be doing a ranking video this weekend showing my Stardust reactions to each individual film. So, with that said, this is one of the best installments in the franchise, and this is one of the greatest action movies of all time. You are up there with Mad Max Fury Road, and The Dark Knight, and Inception, and Die Hard, and Mad Max The Road Warrior. Wow. And Whew. And this is one, and now this is in my top 100 plus favorite movies of all time, man. That's how much I love this movie. So I'm gonna give, without the shadow of a doubt, you know, Mission Impossible Mission Impossible Fallout. You know the grade's finna get. This is gonna go with my Joshua Drake seal of approval, my rainbow seal of approval. Whew. Let me know what you guys think about Mission Impossible Fallout down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you consider it to be the best of the franchise? How would you rank the Mission Impossible series? Stay tuned for the ranking coming this weekend. And I will leave you guys with my Stardust reaction to Mission Impossible Fallout. Mission Impossible Fallout, the newest movie in the Mission Impossible series. 6 movies in, this franchise still got it. Tom Cruise is still great. The stunts are intense. The action is intense. The writing, directing is magnificent. Rebecca Ferguson brings her A game. Henry Cavill is great as the villain. Not the best Mission Impossible for me, but this is number 2. My new number 2.